Day 15 of this crochet series, and the second last day of this series. I started today by shaping the neck differently. I wanted the curve to be smoother, so I added more polyfill, and then I started punching it in. No animals were harmed in this process. When I got it to a size that I was happy with, I then thought about what I was going to do for the top of the neck. I added a slight curve on the back of the neck so that the head was going to sit differently. And the first time I did this, I was like, I feel like I can do a little better. So instead, I decided to go in with a corner stitch on the back of the neck just so I could really accentuate that curve. When I finished with that, I went onto the head, and I wanted to be super sure about the eye placement, so I put the head onto the neck with a crochet hook, and I had to look at it from a bunch of different angles to be absolutely sure before I secured these eyes on the head, because there would be no turning back. I mean, there would be, but it would just take so much time. So when I was happy with the eye placement, I then secured the eyes. I then added some filling and then got a better look at it. And this is really rough, but I was already able to see the vision, so I was getting very excited. And then I realized that this was all the polyfill I had left. But thank God I didn't need any more. I then closed up the head and then went straight to the facial features. Because the head is at a downward angle, I want it to look like it's looking up to somebody. I really envisioned the way that my dog looks at me when I'm eating, those irresistible puppy eyes. I then added a little eyeliner to give the eyes a bit more dimension. And then I took a step back and was like, oh my god, this is so cute. I am literally in love, but we're not done yet. I then surface stitched the nose, and I want the eyes to be the main attraction on the face, so I didn't want to do anything that was going to pop out too much. Just a subtle detail. When I was happy with that, I moved on to cleaning up the centerpiece. I'm actually not sure what this is called, but I just put some brown yarn over the white just to make it look a little cleaner. Lastly, I added on the ears that I made when I was getting my hair done on day 5, and I low-key forgot that I even made these. But I'm so happy that I didn't have to make these today. All I had to do was sew them on. When I got that done, I then put the head onto the neck and then started to sew. I can definitely say that this part was a bit challenging because I had to keep the head in place with one hand while I sewed with the other, but nonetheless it worked out and we got the head secured on the neck. I also was not worried about how the back of the neck looked because this is all gonna get covered. I can confidently say this was my favorite part of this entire series. Being able to look something that you made in the eye is crazy. I then put the tails on the head just so I could see how it would look, so come back tomorrow for the final day.